Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. We got a few things to talk about today from, this ongoing shear line across the Philippines. And as we go ahead into about the 9th to the 10th, could we have something develop in the Philippine Sea? Now, that is a possibility. And as we always say, Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber saying, you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, possibly by mid-December here. So let's get into this and first talk about, our fantastic graphics here from Metro Weather's Weatherscape, showing you kind of where the shear line setup is. That is basically the interaction with the northeast monsoon, our Mihan off here towards the north, and our tropics in the south. And where that lineup is, where that interaction is where we have been seeing flooding rains across southeastern Luzon, across parts of the Bicol region. Now this is lifted towards north into Manila, and is going to continue to impact northeastern Luzon as we look ahead through Thursday and into Friday before it gradually tapers off. But all the while, if we look well off towards our east here, you have a couple lows trying to pop off there south of Guam, and that is the area we definitely want to keep an eye on through that extended forecast. And really, if you do have any tropical development, I want to stress that's where it would be, south of Guam, and eventually, if anything, want it to go towards the Philippines. And I say that as eventually, wanted, possibly. These are all the keywords I want you to keep in mind. I don't like to be wishy-washy, but we're talking about like a 10-day forecast right now without a tropical formation at this point. So when you see something like this, I want you to make sure you keep an eye on the possible formation December 6th to the 11th. But it definitely is it's possibly there. All right, so let's take a look actually at our graphics here from Windy, and this is the GFS here on Monday the 9th, going over to the 10th into the 11th, kind of indicating a tropical system potentially coming in here into southeastern Luzon over towards northeastern Mindanao with a pretty decent shear line or kind of an enhanced northeast monsoon setup for areas north of that out here across northern Luzon. But if we compare that up with the ECMWF, it also is kind of showing something more or less a tropical wave. Right here, you can see it there on the 9th to the 10th, right there, coming on shore in a similar location. So the ECMWF and the GFS both kind of picking up on at least a tropical wave, maybe a tropical low, in about a week's time from when I'm uploading this video. Now, if we compare that up to, how about what our friends are saying at the Climate Prediction Center, let's refresh this, get you the latest information. That's it right there. All right, so from the 11th to the 17th, they do say that there is that above average chance. Not above average, about a 20% chance of something developing out here. I still think that is more likely the case, about a 20% chance, but I would say that's up from 10 in my last update, so I'm kind of edging towards an additional possibility, mainly because both the GFS and the ECMWF are kind of picking up on this. You can see from the GFS guidance here. Let's actually update it right there with the latest run. Okay, this is looking at the 10th over to the 11th. Kind of see what I'm talking about right there. Something coming on shore in the Mindanao. This time of year, it would be Siargao type landfall. December Grinch storms have happened in years past, and they typically happen northeastern Mindanao. I think at this time, 12 years ago, at this specific date, I was tracking BOFA, also known as Pablo, I believe, here in the Philippines. And that killed over 1,000 people. Now, goodness, I hate saying stuff like that because I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen here. God, goodness gracious, no. But I am saying that the Philippine Sea, even here in the month of December, can produce interesting and beastly storms, and we can't let our guard down. And if the long-range guidance is showing something, I think at this time we definitely need to continue to keep a very close eye on it. Looking at the shear line itself, though, at least in more of the near term, that, as mentioned, is continuing to lift north, bringing scattered showers across parts of northeastern Luzon. That will continue to taper off, though, as we go ahead into late week, and then things are going to dry out, at least for the weekend, until we start to want to watch our next area, as I've mentioned, well back there towards the east, heading into next week. But for now, that's what I got going on out here. I hope everybody is staying safe, staying dry after this heavy rainfall that we had out here in southeastern Luzon. Pretty decent flooding and even some landslides in places like Catanduanes, which got a feel for you guys. You were impacted by Christine, then you were impacted by multiple other storms. Now you had the shear line that brought heavy rainfall, and yeah, Potentially another storm in the extended forecast. A lot happening here. So I'm going to do my best to keep you guys posted. I'm also going to try to run a couple streams here, just if you guys want to sit and listen to some lo-fi and watch these graphics loop through. Let me know if you would like something like that in the link down below. But as always, big shout out to our Patreon members to support this channel. And I can't thank you guys enough for watching these updates. As always, stay safe out there.